Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to explain about cell cycle. What is cell cycle? Cell cycle are the series of events which takes place in the cell which prepares cell for cell division. Cell cycle is divided into two stages. One is interphase and the other one is mitotic phase. Interphase is the resting phase where the cell prepare itself for cell division. Cells will not divide in this phase. Coming to the mitotic phase is the division phase. It is the phase where cell divides. Mitotic phase includes two steps. One is karyokinesis and another one is cytokinesis. Karyokinesis is nuclear division and cytokinesis is cytoplasmic division. Interphase. Coming to the interphase, different four different phases are involved in the interphase like G1, S and G2. These three phases come under the interphase. These are the three phases where cell prepare itself for cell division and becomes ready for cell division. Along with G1, S and G2, there is one more phase called G0 phase. So this is also included in the phases of the cell cycle. G0 phase is termed as quiescent phase. It is the phase where non-dividing cells enter. So this is the phase where non-dividing cells and the cells which stop dividing temporarily, they enter into the quiescent phase. The cell has left the cycle and has stopped dividing and then it enters into the quiescent phase of the cell cycle, that is G0 phase. Coming to the G1 phase. G1 phase is the first phase of the interphase. It is the first growth phase. It is the phase where series of events like nutrient this it is a phase where different series of events like cell growth occurs, cell increases in size, and nutrient accumulation will take place, transcription and translation. These are the few series of events which takes place in the cell cycle. So the cell gets prepared for cell division. The cell from G1 phase then enters into another phase called S phase. So S phase is the phase which is present between G1 phase and G2 phase. This is the phase where DNA replication will take place. The DNA replicates and the amount of DNA in the cell has doubled due to DNA replication. So doubling of the DNA will take place in S phase of the cell cycle. Coming to the next phase of the cell cycle, that is G2 phase. G2 phase is also a phase which is present between S phase and mitotic phase. Cell growth occurs, cell increases in size, nutrient accumulation and protein synthesis takes place in G2 phase. Apart from this, an important event occurs in the G2 phase, that is the microtubules reorganize to form a spindle. Before proceeding to mitotic phase, the spindle will be formed by the reorganization of microtubule which takes place in the G2 phase of the G2 phase of the cell cycle. The cell from G2 phase, the cell first enters into G1. From G1, the cell enters into S phase. Then from S phase, the cell enters into G2. From G2, the cell then enters into the cell is fully prepared now, and now it enters into the M phase, that is mitotic phase, cell division phase of the cell cycle. Mitotic phase is the phase where cell starts division. Mitosis is divided into four stages: prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. Coming to the prophase. Prophase is the first phase of the mitosis where cell nuclear membrane disappears, nucleolus disappears, and the chromatin material condensation takes place, forming chromosome. Coming to the metaphase. Metaphase is the phase where the chromosomes are aligned in the equatorial plate. The spindle fibers attaches to the chromosomes and the chromosomes are aligned on the equatorial plate. Coming to the anaphase. Anaphase is the phase where chromatids are pulled apart. The chromosomes are pulled towards the opposite poles. Then coming to the telophase. Telophase is the phase where the chromosomes decondense and form into chromatin material. nuclear membrane reappears and nucleolus reappear. Apart from the Apart from all these things, the cell cycle, there are few checkpoints present in the cell cycle which play an important role in cell cycle progression. The three checkpoints present in cell cycle are G1, S and G2. These are the three checkpoints present in the cell cycle: G1, S and G2. G1 checkpoint is the checkpoint present at the end of the cell cycle. These are the restriction points which restrict the cell from entering into the next phase. Why they restrict the cell from entering the next phase? Because sometimes if the checkpoint is not present, the cell with the errors may be carried out to the next phase. From next phase, it will be passed to the mitotic phase. The cell will divide, and the cell with errors will be transferred to the next generation, which is not good, which is not a good sign, right? That is the reason there are different checkpoints present in the cell. These checkpoints, they check for the errors in the cell. If they detect any errors in the cell, immediately they arrest the cell and send the cell for repair mechanism. Until and unless the cell is repaired, the cell will not be allowed to transit to the next phase of the cell cycle. This is the function played by the checkpoints of the cell cycle. There are three checkpoints. One is G1, one is G2, and another one is M checkpoint. Coming to the G1 checkpoint. G1 checkpoint checks for nutrients, growth factors, and DNA damage. It checks for the errors present in the cell. The cells which are present in the G1 phase, the errors present in those cells will be checked by G1 checkpoint. If errors are present in the cell, then the cell will be arrested. The errors have to be repaired. Then the cell then only the cell can enter into the S phase. If the cell is not repaired, the cell will be apoptized. The repaired cell will be allowed to enter into the S phase. Then coming to the cell from S phase then enters into the G2. Then coming to another checkpoint which is present in G2 phase, that is G2 checkpoint. It checks for a DNA damage which can happen after DNA replication or mismatches or dimers. During DNA replication, or mismatches or dimers may be formed, which are checked by G2 checkpoint. So if the G2 checkpoint detects any error in the cell, it immediately arrests the cell and sends the cell for repair mechanism. If the cell is repaired, then it will be allowed to enter into M phase. If the cell is not repaired, then the cell will be, if the cell is not repaired, then the cell will be apoptized. Coming to the third checkpoint of the cell cycle, that is metaphase checkpoint. It is a checkpoint which checks for the chromosome spindle attachment. The alignment of the chromosomes on the spindle fiber will be checked by metaphase checkpoint, M checkpoint. So this is the role played by the checkpoints. They monitor the cells. If they find any errors in the cell, they arrest the cell and send the cell for repair mechanism. If the cell is still not repaired, then the cell will be apoptized. Apart from checkpoints, there are few cell cycle regulators like cyclins and CDKs. Cyclins and CDKs. These are the proteins which play an important role in cell cycle regulation. Cyclins are the proteins which are in inactive form when they are present independently. Cyclins alone cannot regulate the cell cycle process. In the similar way, CDKs are also present. These CDKs alone cannot these CDKs alone cannot activate cannot alone progress the cannot alone progress the cell cycle or alone are not involved in cell cycle regulation. They are in inactive form. The CDKs alone are in inactive form. When these cyclins are combined with CDKs, then they form into a cyclin and CDK complex. Cyclin and CDK complex which helps in progression of the cell cycle and cell cycle regulation. This cyclin and CDK complex is the active form. There are different types of cyclins present and CDKs present. Cyclins like Different types of cyclins are present in G1 phase, S and G2 phase. Cyclins like cyclin D and CD4. The CD4 kinase binds to the cyclin T and CD6 kinase binds to the cyclin D. So the CD4 cyclin D complex and CD6 cyclin D complex are in active form. They play an important role in transiting the cell from G1 phase to S phase. Coming to the next type of cyclin which is present in S phase, that is cyclin A and CDK2. Cyclin A and CDK2, these two, when they are present together, they will be in active form and they will play an important role in transiting the cell from one phase to another phase. Then coming to the next cyclin is cyclin A and CDK1 and cyclin B and CDK1. These are the cyclins and CDKs present in G2 phase and M phase. They alone are not involved in cell cycle progression. When they are present together, when they are working together, then the progression occurs, cell cycle progression occurs, and cell cell cycle will be regulated. So this is about cyclin and CDKs. So as you can see, cyclin D, CDK4 or CDK6. Either CDK4 or CDK6 are involved. From these two, any type of CDKs are involved in cell cycle progression. And cyclin E, which is present at the end of the G1 phase, it binds to the CDK2. Coming to the cyclin A, which binds to the CDK2 receptors of the CDK2 cyclin protein binds to the cyclin A protein binds to the CDK2 of the S phase. Then coming to another cyclin, that is cyclin A CDK1 complex. This complex is in active form and cyclin A binds to the CDK1 of the G2 phase and play an important role in cell cycle regulation. Another type of cyclin is cyclin B CDK1, where these cyclins are involved in. The cyclins and CDKs alone will not function. When they are combined, when they are joined together, then they play an important role in cell cycle progression and cell cycle regulation. As you can see, if there is no cyclin, the CDK alone, it is in inactive form. The targets of the CDKs are off. So the special targets of the CDK are switched off. Why they are switched targets are off? Because there is no cyclin. When cyclin binds only, then only it can act on that particular target. As you can see in the above image, GS cyclins. So here the cyclin S cyclin binds to the CDKA. As a result, the CDK becomes activated. When the cyclin binds to the CDK, the CDK becomes activated by phosphorylating the target proteins. So S phase will begin DNA replication and S phase will begin and DNA replication will take place. Enzymes get activated. Then the cell cycle regulators become active, which play an important role in cell cycle regulation and progression. With this, I will summarize and then I'll conclude the topic. So coming to the cell cycle are the series of events which takes place in the cell, which prepares the cell for cell division. Cell cycle is divided into two phases, interphase and M phase. Interphase is the cell division phase and interphase is the preparatory phase and M phase is the cell division phase. Cell will not divide in interphase. Interphase is divided into G1S, G2 and M phase. G1S, G2 and G0 phase. G0 phase is the quiescent phase. Non-dividing cells enter into G0 phase. G1 phase is the phase where cell increases in size and nutrient accumulation will take place. S phase is the phase where DNA replication will take place. G2 phase is the phase where the protein synthesis takes place, cell growth and cell increases in size. Apart from this, the microtubules reorganize to form a spindle. Then the cell enters into the M phase, mitotic phase. Mitotic phase, there are four phases: prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. Prophase, the chromatin decondensation takes place, nuclear membrane and nucleolus disappear, Whereas S phase, the DNA replication will take place. And coming to the G2 phase, here also the cell growth, cell increases in size, and nutrient accumulation will take place. Nutrient accumulation will take place. So these are the different phases of the cell cycle. Along with the cell cycle have three checkpoints. One is G1, G2, and M checkpoint. These are the checkpoints which monitor the errors in the cell. If any error is present in the cell, they arrest the cell and send the cell for repair mechanism. If the cell is not repaired, it is apoptized. Then, along with the checkpoints, there are few cell cycle regulators like cyclins and CDKs. Alone, cyclin and CDKs will not function when they are joined, when they combine, they form a cyclin CDK complex, which is an active form of cyclins and CDKs. These active cyclin CDKs, they cause target protein phosphorylation, which results in activation of target protein. The functional events takes place in the target protein. So this is about cell cycle. Thank you.